So, welcome to Berlin. Welcome to another episode of the Electric Norwegian. It is part art gallery, part exhibition. They have the Skoda Enyaq concept car. Sadly, the interior didn't hit, otherwise it's pretty correct. And the box by the concept. Surprisingly similar, really, in many ways to what I have standing around. And then you have other cars here as well. And I was here, that was the place of Bugatti. Now there's SWAT Bugatti for an electric ID bus concept, and well, I guess that works as well. Now let's go and find Robert. He's supposed to be around there somewhere. And this is the Ampelman, a shop where you buy all of this. They have all sorts of things with the famous green and red man from the traffic lights. This is Unter den Linden, the famous boulevard. That's what I was looking for. Hello, Robert.
Hello.
So what's the plan for today?
The plan is to try to buy the tickets for the bus.
And then we're going to some museums.
Yes.
Maybe some churches or something. And just generally show you around. It will be no driving today, and no charge stops, and no stressing about.
The only charge stop we're gonna have today is for us ourselves, because it's fucking hot.
It's 30 degrees, it's incredibly warm, it's this dry kind of heat as well. So the only charge stops, yeah, it might even involve a bear. Imagine that. And those are, if you wondered, Trabis. I can hear them. Nothing less, sounds like a Trabi. It's a Trabant. It's the car for the people in the East Germany. It was a piece of shit car, and it's still a piece of shit car, but now it's become sort of what do you want to call it? A cult. Yes, a cult phenomenon. So, we were lucky. We got an electric bus.
A Solaris.
Yes, I don't think I've ever been on an electric bus before, actually. It's
And
nice.
they have traffic.
They do. That's brilliant. Oh, there's no rattling. There's no noise. There's no drivetrain. Nothing. It's just whining.
It's like driving a car.
Oh, I love this thing. I want this thing at home. This is the Potsdamer Platz.
Där är en spelbesökare som ligger under där.
There. That's the Spy Museum. That's where we're going first, and then we will see what else we do. There's plenty of things to see and do in this town.
Here that we're gonna have some lunch and then we'll
Yes. Having a wander now. We were at the Spy Museum, Spion Museum. Very fascinating, really, because well, some of it I knew about, and some of it I didn't, and I have a few pictures. Well, probably too many pictures. And it's always fascinating with all the little doodads and things and stuff that people have developed. There it is, the church that I mentioned, that we can see from the hotel. We can see the top of the dome there. It's always nice to have a wander around, and I said I did that the first time I was here, and it was 5 or 6 years ago with someone else, we just walked around Berlin and found a lot of really wonderful spaces and places. And yeah. This is the concert house. It's an academy. This is the old city center. There. Really nice. So it's time again to just sum up the day, and as you will see, today is kind of it's gonna be a short video. I can tell you that without editing it, because it's been
hot.
36 degrees outside. The level of activity has gone from like here to it's just we haven't done half of what we planned to do. So what do you think?
Oh, I'm so glad you took me to the Spy Museum.
Okay.
Because it was very, very interesting. And you maybe think I'm kidding now, but there was so much things I didn't know. Mostly from before the Second World War. That part was very interesting. When we got to the newer part and the present, it was that interesting because I have heard about Bond and all this new spy things, but the part from the First World War to the Second World War, that was interesting. So yeah, I was glad. This was a nice museum to visit.
It was. And most of the stuff is with doodads and things and like what they used to get you. Like they did have a camera in the book, and they did have a camera in the camera box, and they did have all these little things. And it's just fantastic that someone actually developed it.
Yeah.
And of course you have Kim Philby and you have the Oxford 5 or whatever they call it, all of that stuff and Dulles and all of that. It's all fascinating. And you have the development of the OSS and the CIA and of the German the Stasi and all of that.
Yeah. But I recommend if you come in here in the summer, book tickets in advance. You save money and you get in when you want to get in. Fortunately, Mats is traveling with a disabled person. Not only getting free tickets, but he also have advantage that you get quick entrance. So
yeah, I'm not gonna say that's what it was, but you got the feeling of that.
yeah, I think it
got
was
in easier
because it was full.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what we were thinking was a church, but wasn't a church. You went there.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was interesting. Those buildings are from the 1700s. They're old. The concert house is, I think, mostly intact. The building I was in, part of it was a church originally. The other one wasn't. It was part of the German Bundestag, which is the state, as it were. They have I think, a permanent exhibition there on the German democracy and the development of the German state and the German chancellery and all of that. Because there was at least one school class there. And it was all in German, and my German isn't very good, but it was still fascinating to see And it starts in 1871, 1872, at the beginning of the German state as we know it. And the crowning of Kaiser Wilhelm first. And then it goes through the Kaiser period and the Weimar Republic, and also the war, which wasn't democratic at all. And then after the war and all of that, and up until now.
Now we have 2 days here. When I was seeing the weather forecast, I was happy that we were leaving, but I don't know. I saw the temperature in Kiel tomorrow, where we're going, and it's gonna get hotter. So, in one way, I'm happy with that we didn't do the Interrail, because I think it's hotter down in Italy and France. But after we went to the Spark Museum, we took electric buses, both ways. Solaris Urbino 12 electric. The BVG, the local transportation
Company?
Company. I just have to think. They are phasing in electric buses now. I don't know how many they are, but they are phasing in more and more. I also want to see that the bus 100, that is the tourist route.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier they had a lot of double deckers on that route, but now they have just plain articulated buses. So I don't know if that's a transition to the electric things.
Maybe.
Buses, but maybe.
We do also get electric double deckers, mind you, but there's not that many of them.
No. So yeah.
Speaking of, I mentioned that the where we were earlier today, where the museum is located,
The Potsdamer Platz.
Potsdamer Platz. I knew it was important, and it's important for several reasons. One of them is that the Kaiser had his Schloss there. One of the Schlosses was at Potsdamer Platz, and also I think the American, Russian, and British forces and as they sort of ruled the city in a way, had a place there where they had their meetings, and it's just one of those places that it's important.
Yeah. So yeah, we had some decent food today. We started the day with a very good salad and some sourdough pieces with some meat on.
Yeah.
From Lindner.
Yeah.
Very good. And I think the little green rabbit where we had lunch today, it was nice.
Yeah.
We could design our own salad.
That was very fun.
You were like, oh my god, it's too much, what can I do?
No, it was just I didn't know the base, so I didn't know how to plan from. But it was just by outside of the Volkswagen art exhibition center, which I showed you with the Porsche and everything. I think it's chain because I saw a small kind of food truck-ish thingy later in the day. They were very nice place, very good food.
Yeah,
one of
fresh
these,
food.
Yeah, fresh, slightly hip thingy like you know.
This whole neighborhood is in the upper class. And of course we ended the day at Sagrada. We were supposed to go to the way out the beast, but I'm too fond of Sagrada. Not because it's in the same building, but the food is good. The people that works there are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's actually very good service.
Yeah,
the food is very good, and actually the drinks are cheap. But just remember one thing, everybody. I love a cold beer. See that? But beer is kind of it's not the solution. Just remember to drink water. Stay hydrated. Find a shade if you can.
Oh, take care of your family and your elderly. And
yeah, I don't always bring politics into this. It's happened a few times. But if you really think this is just some accident and has nothing to do with the fossil fuel industry, then do go somewhere else. And apart from that, stay safe, take care, leave a comment. I'm sorry for the video today. It's just because of the heat, we didn't do what we had planned to do, and it's a bit of a shambles. Tomorrow we are leaving Berlin. We will return to road trip videos, and all will be well in the world again. It probably won't, but we can pretend it will. So, anything you want to add?
No. I have a fun fact though.
Okay.
End with
Yes.
the Potsdamer Platz, the first railway
Mhm.
that came to Berlin in 1838.
Mhm.
It came to Potsdamer Platz from Potsdam.
Ha! There you have it, everybody. Now you know that as well.
Take care, people. Drink water. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye bye.